Hi, this is 365801 and this is an 801 Readathon reading vlog. So good morning. It is day 3. I did finish Takara's Treasure by Suzumaru Minta. And I was thinking about all her works. All of her works seem to have virgins being deflowered in some way. And in every way, it is thoughtful and conscientious and incredibly kind and thorough. It's well done. I'm like, are all of her tops green flag tops who take care of the process in such a nice and kind and caring way? I think that's what it is. Because I didn't mean to fall in love and Golden Sparkle. I could just read, oh man, I could just read more Suzumaru Minta. I mean, every time I read something, I'm just like, I love it. I mean, I could just reread this. It was so good. I love Suzumaru Minta. But almost all of her works include someone who hasn't had sex before having sex for the first time, and it being incredibly gentle and kind and enthusiastic and wonderful. It's like, I don't know, did she have a bad experience and she just wants all of her characters to have wonderful experiences? Is that something? Or am I just reading too much of this? Or is she just like, you know what? BL should have these stories, and I say thank you. Thank you. Because this is just lovely. Takara's Treasure follows Taishin, and you know how I feel about any character that's called Taishi. So the fact that he's called Taishin, I feel like he is an honorary Taishi because of this, because he's getting called Tai anyway. So I'm like, yes, he's part of the cute Taishi group that I love. I love all characters who are called Taishi. Without exception, they're always great characters. Anyway, he moves to Tokyo to attend a university so that he can meet someone who helped him get over, or helped console him while he was upset over the death of his pet parrot. And he wants to find this person, he wants to thank this person, he wants to be near this person because he felt a connection and he felt this was the right course of action. And then he does meet Takara, who's like a little bit off-put by the fact that he's just turned up at his university and says, I'm here because of you. That's quite a lot to put on someone. Anyway, the two of them get to know each other. There's lots of things that happen, and they end up in a relationship, and the end, they're just cute and happy together, and I love it. I don't really want to say too much about it because, I mean, it's a thick book. It's full of her great art, her great dialogue, the great side characters, the comedic elements. It's just lovely. It's like a warm hug. It's like chicken noodle soup. It's always a great time. And I knew I would like it. I just didn't know. Oh, I really, really like this one. So yeah, Suzumaru Minta. Peak. And I could just read some more. Do a reread. So in terms of what I've got, I don't think so. There was a confession. There was some time jumps. I don't know if there was sweat drops, I think. Yes. Condoms and lube for the first time. This is the first time we've had condoms and lube. And it was very well done. I was like, good. Wasn't a glass character. Rice? I'm not sure. Was there rice? I don't know. They made things. There was noodles and ramen and stuff like that. I don't know if I saw rice. They did say, oh, there was a comment about they went on a date and they were gonna have curry, but did they mention rice? I don't know if they did. So I don't know if there was actually rice on page. This is the one I have to really talk about because it is I wasn't sure what to put down as the prompt. The first one, I was thinking it would be baby gays. Then I was thinking it was going to be idiot virgins, because that's those. But I think those are two separate prompts. And then the next one was going to be the whole, wow, two men can have sex together, because 100% that happens in this. Because like a lot of Suzumaru Minta's characters, one of them is incredibly naive, and when we got this whole like moment when he's being told that men can love other men, and he's like, is that a thing? And that's the kind of character that Suzumaru Minta has had in the past as well, which is why I was like, that would have been perfect for this Golden Sparkle, which means I could just read Golden Sparkle and I'd be very happy about it. But then I was like, yeah, but then they go and search for porn. And he didn't do that. Taishin didn't do that. He was just like, I will leave all of this up to Takara. Takara will not fail me. He will steer me right. So yeah, I can't do that one, even though within this one it had that element of two men can have sex together, or two men can be in love. What? And I feel like that's maybe now 4 separate prompts. So the searching for porn one is really specific. This is maybe going to be the most difficult one now. The Genkan, because there was a whole scene with a man, and that was quite scary. I feel like that's one of the most scary things to have to deal with, is when you're in your house and some person is banging on your door. That was so scary. There was Chibis, obviously. I don't know if he panicked, because when this is the thing, he's like, yeah, two men can, but I don't think he panicked. I don't think he panicked about it. He was questioning, but it wasn't a panic. He was just questioning. And I think gay questioning is a different prompt as well. So yeah, I don't think I can have either of those for this one, even though there's a point in time when he explicitly says, huh? Two men together? Huh? You know, I don't know. Not sure about Tails. Brand names, I was on the lookout for brand names, and I did see, like, was it Canon? But it was too difficult to see if it was a changed brand name. And yeah, so it was like camera shops, but I couldn't see the names properly. No sex shops. I think there was a towel. Oh, I think there was a towel. I have to find it. I'll have to find it. And belts. I'm not really sure about belts. I wasn't on the lookout. I was just enjoying myself a lot. I was just having a good time. But a green flag top 100%. So, I mean, Takara? After, there's a little revelation at the end of the book. A little revelation that I loved. But it also puts Takara in another kind of perspective. When you get his backstory and everything as well, you're just like, oh, okay. But because he's so ochare, he's so like good looking and tall, and a hottie and all this, you kind of have this idea, and so does Taishin. So when you get this little revelation at the end, you're like, dude, you did all of that? What? And that's the other thing I feel like Suzumaru Minta does. She has lots of green flag tops who are wonderful to their partners, but also have their own insecurities or their own things going on. They have depth and interest, and I really love that. So yeah, I could definitely put this down as a green flag top. Condoms and lubes, that's the first time we've come across them in. I'm surprised. But yeah, so I'm going to put this into my spreadsheet as well, and then go and choose something else. I've got some little onigiri, tuna onigiri, and most of my coffee I've already drank. I have a video exporting as well. So yeah, more reading to do. Today is Sunday. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be great. So yeah, let's go choose something else. So this is my TBR stack now, but I'm thinking I might try something else. I'm kind of in the mood for
Maybe Marriage to Kitsune-sama? That would be quite good. Or one of my other new purchases. Oh, recency bias. Definitely. I got reincarnated in a BL world of big man boobs. Feels like this would be meta BL, in a big way. So I could definitely get that one, I think, with this. I know it's a 2-volume one. At least I think it's only 2 volumes. And I really need to keep an eye out now for this one. It's quite chunky though. But I feel like this is a good safe bet for that one. We'll see what else it has though. I'm gonna go with this one.
So obviously, this is very much meta BL, but I also found you're on Pinsta, right? Which is obviously not Instagram. So yeah, I found another one, and that is a brand name too. So yeah, I don't know which one this is gonna go down as. Now I thought when I put spin-off couple, I would just read something like what is it? Kagiura. Hirano and Kagiura, because that's the spin-off couple to Sasaki and Miyano. And I would just read volume 4 and I'd be like, that's grand. So I did have one in mind. Or I would read some more therapy game because I have volume 3 and 4, I think, of Restart to read. I know volume 5 has just come out and I'm behind. And that's the spin-off couple from that sort of universe. So I was like, I have spin-off couple manga I can read. I didn't expect it to be explicitly stated. In the BL world, people like you are called spin-off fodder. And I knew instantly, as soon as they came on the page, it was like, well, their character designs are far too pretty. They're obviously supposed to be a spin-off character. And the couples are like gonna have their own thing, maybe, but I was like, oh well, maybe this is the mangaka actually doing it. No, the mangaka is so self-aware they are calling them out. They're calling themselves out. So yeah, this was a good one. This is perfect because it proves that I was accurate in my prompt, and putting the prompt on this year's bingo board feels really, really good. It means I'm aware of my BL prompts. This is the kind of thing that makes me go, yep, there's a BL cliche, there's a BL cliche, and I think cliches are fun. So yeah, this is this made me feel really good. So previously I have had like Fujo, Fudanshi, Fujin. So yeah, Fujoshi is something that would come up, but this was really funny. I didn't expect her to be so enthusiastic about it, but yeah, there we go. It's nice to see some of the tropes from previous years still popping up in the BL. It just proves that they are. I could probably get like ones that are really like concentrated. That's the whole point, to get concentrated prompts or cliches, that kind of thing. So, yep, Fujoshi, I knew it. Okay, so this one panel is 100% giving me even more ideas for next year's readathon. I thought I would change it up this year, but I didn't really have time to organize it, so I thought start now for next year and see what you can do. So this is definitely giving me ideas, and I love that that's how she's described. So here we have one man Mad Max, but it's been edited out. So I feel like this is a thing that's different from the brand names. So in one of the previous books they had Totoro, but they had blacked out one of the O's to be, like a round circle like this. And I feel like that's different from a brand name because it's more like an IP, which probably also would count for the Kamen Rider one, except that they changed the name to Kamen Runner. So I think that should count, because the whole point of the brand name prompt was to see a brand name be changed to a different name. Whereas this one, it's being censored in some way. So it's redacted. You can't see all of the words. So yeah, I feel like this is slightly different than using the brand name one where you have to change what it is to something else. Yeah. So I'm not going to count this as a brand name. So last year's bingo board had Naked Apron, so it's funny that they are now coming out with Naked Apron fan service shop. He's not actually naked, but then his clothes get ripped off, so he's slowly becoming more naked. And of course, the Fujoshi is losing her mind. So I feel like this would have been really good for last year as well because of the Naked Apron, because it's difficult to get boyfriend shirt and Naked Apron. So this is one for that. I was like, what is this sound effect? And also, how do you say this word? It took me forever. I was like, what is written here? It's acrobatics. Acrobatics. This is a very silly manga for sure. Do not go into this with any thought of this being a serious story. This is very, very silly. So this is actually an omnibus version. I did think it was really chunky. So this must be like a 4-volume series that they put into the 2 volumes, which is amazing because I think technically I only paid £3.83 for this volume. £3.83 for an omnibus volume? That's insane value. And it's in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand. But yeah, what I think is interesting is that that the author is talking about how this was published in a shonen magazine, which is why I think it's really interesting. A shonen magazine? Surely not. Like seinen maybe, but no, turns out. I don't know what magazine Edge is. I don't know what that one is, so I've not heard of it. But then I didn't really buy shonen magazines a lot when I was in Japan. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. I do like a man boob. This is very much an homage to the man boob. I like the man boob, but I particularly like it in Yamusha. Yamusha. Is it Yamusha? Yamusha? Yeah, that's his name, isn't it? I'm trying to think. The Zaddy from Thousand Autumns. He's a big man-boobed elderly gentleman, and I love him. So yeah, I do have a bit of a soft spot for man boobs, but mainly if they're in older gentlemen who are tormenting the main character. I have a thing for that. But yeah, so I've got 1 volume down. I still have another full volume to go. It is taking me a while because it is a 2-volume actual book. So it's going to be a while. I might have more coffee because I think I need it now. There's another brand, Calpis, with a letter missing. I'm just like, oh, what a shame. I wanted something more. I wanted to say something other than Calpis, but then it makes it recognizable as Calpis. But having the little dot in there doesn't really help in terms of what it is. But yeah, I'm still looking for a proper brand name in a different way. Okay, but this is actually funny. I am enjoying all of these, especially the Have It Raw. That's Nama, and it is a sort of euphemism in Japanese to have Nama, because beer from the tap is called namabiru, but if you were just having like a beer bottle or something like that, that's different. So if it's like a big jug or a big glass of beer on tap, it's called nama beer, which is raw beer. So raw is having it in sexual context without using a condom or anything like that. So that's having it raw. But nama can be used for other things as well. It just means like something's unprocessed or it's in its more fresh form. But I am really loving all of the what he called the subliminal messaging. It's all over the place. I do like the character design for Ginga. He kind of reminds me a lot of Akiyama-kun from the manga Akiyama-kun. He's got that sort of look about him, and also the fact that he's like, what is he? Is he uke? Is he seme? Is also very reminiscent of Akiyama-kun. So yeah, I like this character design. Wow, so it's getting seriously meta in this because we're talking about specifically cliche romance tropes. Um, and it's really good because it's going about hurdles. So things like love rivals, status, shunned by the family, and then this one that the pretty boy that doesn't seem like he'll have trauma but actually has hidden trauma. And I was just talking about how the tops from Suzumara Minta, they seem like they've got everything going for them. They're good looking, they're hot, they're suave, but they also have hidden depths or things that they're having to deal with themselves. So the hidden trauma. I just feel like this is just this is really good. Almost like textbook. It has all of the things in it, and I do like that. So it's very, very meta. Finally, anime is Haname. I think this is all to do with the Hamichi, which is actually Hamtaro, so I guess that would count as well. But yeah, anime is Haname. Unfortunately, it's not in the like the background. That's kind of what I'm looking for. That's like the purest of the examples. But at least this one is here. So for being the first thing I've read today, because it's an omnibus volume, it has taken me a lot longer. We've had rain and sunshine and all kinds of weather, and and now it feels like I'm ready for my next meal. But I also need to take a photograph for the Instagram challenge. Today's is, I think it has a sexy scene in a BL, so I have to think of one. I mean, my obvious choice is Therapy Game because I just find it so sexy and sensual. I think I'm gonna have to go with that, but I haven't read the next two volumes, and part of me's like, I want to reread, and then do them. That must be terrible. But yeah, a sexy scene. I feel like that Therapy Game is a solid choice. It's a solid choice for how the two main characters are. So yeah, I might go with that one. Anyway, I got reincarnated in a big BL world of big man boobs. I didn't actually give the synopsis of this. This is one that Melanin and Manga was interested in. I think this is a fun and interesting and very meta, reverential, incredibly self-aware type of BL. Because it does make so many references to BL, I would almost say that this is educational in a way. It's got that kind of sex comedy, love comedy, over the top, doesn't take itself seriously in that respect. It does have characters that are interesting and engaging. I like the character. I like all the characters, and it does have silliness up to a very high degree. So if you like silly manga, then this is definitely one. But if you're not really a fan of silly ones, you might not enjoy this. It depends. You know, sometimes silly mangas are just throwaway, and this is in a way. But I really do think the characters are a bit more engaging in this, even though it is very silly and it's not taking itself seriously. This is what I would call an isekai one, because you're kind of reincarnated, or you're transported into a world where you're inhabiting a different body. And so yeah, this is an isekai in a sense, but it's also very meta because it is a BL world, and because of that you do get a lot of references to specific things within BL, which I do find funny, and also obviously I find interesting. So as much as it super funny ones I don't always enjoy, I did actually enjoy this. Suffice to say, it's very silly though, so which is not usually my favorite. But every once in a while, it's nice to have a bit of a laugh. And there were some laugh out loud moments in this, for me anyway. But not necessarily in the same way that other ones have been. But yeah, let's go through it. It is obviously meta BL. There was confessions. There was some time jumps. There was sweat drops. I didn't see any anatomical substitution.
No, not yet. Condoms and lube. No, I don't think we got to that stage. Glasses character, as much as he is wearing glasses, he is not what I would describe as a glasses character. He does not have dark hair. He does not have that kind of personality as a glasses. He's far too extroverted and happy to be a true glasses character. Just because you're wearing glasses doesn't make you a glasses character. That's the whole point. Like I found glasses. Yeah, no, but did you really find a glasses character? Because this mangaka would know what I'm talking about. So this is a glasses character, but not in the sense of a true glasses character. He's got too much oomph. He's got too much fun personality. He's got too much going on. He's strong. He can fight. He can dance. He's got loads of friends. He's not a true glasses character. So I can't call him a glasses character. Rice, I'm not sure. Was there rice? They were having more noodles. It was all noodles and hot pot and stuff. So I don't know if there was. I'd have to check to see the hot pot. When they were having hot pot, what was there rice? Let's have a quick look. When did they have hot pot? I can't remember when it was as well. And they did go out. Mask. There was mask. Just saying. More. I was like, I'll never find a mask. Like 3 in a row. But not quite a row. Takara's Treasure, I don't think there was a mask. Abs galore. So he had hot pot later on, and they had hot pot together. Was there rice on the table? That's just one of those throwaway things, isn't it? What happened? No, that's not rice. No, it's not rice. Nah. I don't. Oh, but there was rice. There was rice. I knew there was rice. I knew I'd seen rice somewhere. There's a point when the title god is making red bean rice. I knew there was rice. There it is. He's making red bean rice. There you go, red rice. There he is making rice. So rice was on there. Not ABO. Spin-off couple, yes. But not in the way that I was thinking it was going to be. I didn't think they'd actually reference it, but yes. Mask, yes. Not searching for porn. Fireworks, Genkan. I don't think there was a Genkan. I don't remember seeing the Genkan. Chibis, yes, for sure. And the chibis in this are interesting because they're kind of super cute for the characters. Gay panic, yes. Well, no, well, yes. Having to decide, is he panicking? He does, because at the start he's always like, what? These aren't my thoughts. I'm not really, but then there's like a badump. The badump is there and he's aware of it and he doesn't, so he is panicking. So I would say yes, gay panic. Tails, I don't remember seeing any animals. Brand names, yes. Yes. We're going to go with that. Sex shop, no. Hotels, love hotels specifically, but no. So that was in my previous bingo board. Towels, I don't remember. OBs, well, belts. There's lots of belts because they've got their uniforms. And green flag tops, no. No, not yet. So yeah, there's quite a lot in here. And I'll have to add that all onto my spreadsheet so that I can keep up to date and decide what I'm going to put this down as. I'm assuming I'll put it down as Meta BL because it is very, very Meta BL. And that's the thing. If you like Meta BL, then this is the kind of thing that you will enjoy. And that's why I kind of enjoy it, because it's a commentary on BL as a genre, which I enjoy. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and take the photograph for Instagram, post that, and then do a bit of social media stuff. Have something to eat before I choose my next read.
So it's a little bit later. I've done lots of like social media-y things, posting on my stories and posting the photo for today, and also filling in my treasure hunt bingo board, which really does help me to know. So I was thinking I should try and focus on a couple of things. So this is a spin-off couple from Sasaki and Miyano. So if I read this, I would have the spin-off couple one for sure. I would feel like I could probably get lots of other prompts with it, but I might want to read a bit of Sasaki Miyano, and I think those two would probably get me some prompts too. Then I've got this one here is Marriage to Kitsune-sama, which I could read for my specifically buzzword videos, but I actually want to read this. And this is what I imagine when I think of a glasses character, because he's got glasses and dark hair, and that's just like, that's it. But it depends what his personality is. Then he will really be a glasses character. Because I already have tail for Be My Love My Lord, so even if he has a tail, I don't really need to look into like having that. He probably will, and I'll probably add it to the spreadsheet, but I'm thinking this will be good for that, unless he has some sexy moles, because I haven't had a sexy mole yet, but I know that Miyano has sexy moles, so I could definitely read some more Sasaki Miyano and get sexy mole. That would be good. That would be good. So yeah, these are the next two, and I also have not eaten anything, even though I was quite hungry. I'm very hungry now. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Probably I might eat that pie that I bought yesterday. I put it in the fridge, and maybe a sweet treat. We'll see. We'll see how I get on. And I'm also waiting on a package from Amazon to be delivered. So hopefully that will arrive. They said sometime in the next like 2 hours I might get it. So we shall see. I'm hoping that will tick off 2 more. And then if I do that, then I'm further along on my bingo board. I'm not anywhere near getting a bingo yet, which is a shame. Well, technically, actually, if I got Gay Panic, specifically Gay Panic, I know I've had Gay Panic, and Green Flag Top, I haven't like decided on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I've had them, but yeah, if I get something specifically for that, then I would have a diagonal. I keep forgetting about the diagonals, but yeah, these are the next two that I'm gonna read. Fingers crossed I get them done. But I don't know. I'll check in when I've read some. So I have Mignon volume 1, episode 1 up on my computer. I was gonna watch it on my TV, hoping to be able to cast it, but it's not wanting to cast for whatever reason. So the biggest screen I have is this, which is a shame because I wanted to just sit and relax, either in my bed or on the sofa, because it is quite late now. I'm feeling quite tired, and I haven't really read very much. A big package arrived. I got a big parcel, and some clothes were in it, hence the the measuring tape, because I was ordering it. I just ordered it yesterday, so some of them arrived today, which was really fast. So I was trying on clothes and I phoned my sister, and we were both trying on clothes at the same time to see like, what are you gonna wear or what are you, and we were kind of like comparing and contrasting. And the first thing I tried on, I was like, this will do. And I did buy other things thinking I could just return them if they didn't fit or if they weren't right. But it turns out the first thing I tried on was pretty much okay. Which means I've got a couple more things in the post that I'm probably going to be like, I don't need you. That's the one I'm going to go with. Anyway, so yeah, I have not had much time. There was also the Grand Prix, and I watched a bit of the Grand Prix. I can't not watch a bit of the Grand Prix. So that was, I wouldn't say it was exciting. It was kind of boring. It was dull. You know, like, oh, will he catch him at the end? And that was it. That was like the exciting bit of would they. The strategy was very important in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Just saying. And I had something to eat. But now I'm at this point in time in the evening, and I'm feeling a little bit like tired, and I think also dehydrated because I've not had as much to drink. Like on Friday I had so much water. I was drinking so much, and I wish I'd got some more diluting juice. I'll have to get some tomorrow, because it really does help me to
to drink lots of water if I've got diluting juice. So, yeah, I've got a peach tea to try and hydrate me, and then I'll probably have some peppermint tea after that just to keep my hydration up. Hopefully stave off this headache that I'm getting. I have finished Marriage to Kitsune-sama. This took a long time to read actually, but then it is quite chunky, but it should have been really quick, but for whatever reason I wasn't really focusing on it. Maybe the Grand Prix dinner and the cat meowing at me from outside took a while. I would say he's a glasses character. He's dark hair, glasses, and yeah, he's kind of that kind of a character for sure, I would say. A little bit naive and cutesy, but that's Home Run Ken for you. So this was a story of, oh gosh, what was his name? Subaru Inaho. Inaho, who is getting married to a kitsune-sama. He's been requested to be the bride slash husband, the marriage partner, I think is the best way to describe it, of the kitsune god-esque in the shrine, and he's grown up in a shrine, so he's kind of like the male version of a shrine maiden, I guess. So he is really not doing a very good job of describing this. So he is to be married off, and he's totally cool with this. He's like, yeah, I'm on board, 100%. He's no problem. But the night that he gets there, his betrothed, who he's going to marry the next day, and him start getting a bit amorous, and then he wants to actually devour him. So it turns out he's been cursed by his brother for some unknown reason to feel the desire to actually consume the person he loves, because he actually is already in love with Inaho. This is a Subaru, that's it. Ogi-sama is his brother. Why do I know the brother's name more than anyone else? Maybe because he was one of the more interesting characters in this. This was fine. This was fine. I thought it was fine. It has all of the tropes that I love. It has all of the tropes, the things that I love. And yet it was only fine. And it's Home Run Ken. It's been a while. Beautiful, stunning artwork, gorgeous, lovely story. Love all of the things. All of the things. But yet, in combination, it was just okay. I think it was just, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling down, so I'm tired and I'm lacking something. Oh, look, there, sweat drop. It was just like, it was okay. What did I get in it, though? That's the whole point. Let's get the bingo board. I've left this upstairs. I almost fell as well. I'm trying to get this. I know I'm tired and dehydrated when I almost fall going up the stairs. Oh, right, okay. Seximo Metabiel, no. Confession, yes. Time jump, yes. Sweat drop, yes. These three seem to be in a lot of things. Anatomical fluid, no. Condoms and lube, no. CEO, I really need to read something that's got a CEO in it. Glasses character, which is the reason why I was reading this. Rice, yes. ABO, no. I really need to read into Makeoverse. Spin-off couple, no. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. I think maybe. Mask. Fate, maybe. Searching for porn, no. Fireworks, no. Genkan? No, I don't think so. Chibis, yes. I think we had some chibis. Did we though? Maybe we didn't. Yeah, no, I don't know if we did. Because they're all so cutesy anyway. I don't think we did have any chibis. I don't even think I would count this as a chibi. Although super cute. No, these are just the children and the background characters. So no. Maybe that's what was missing. It was the chibis
They didn't have any chibis. There's no chibis. That's what it is. There's no chibis. Gay Panic, nope. Tails, yes. Brand names, no. Sex shop, no. Towel, no. Obi, yes. Green flag top, no. No. Yeah. Not as many things as I thought. And I'm now definitely having to look for some certain specific things. So I'm gonna read Hirano Kagiura. I've got it over on the sofa, and I'm gonna have to start like pinpointing things. Like I need an ABO. I can't believe I haven't read any Omegaverse yet. Shocking. And I'm gonna need to like find something specifically for like sex shop. I think I'm gonna have to try and find something that would be very much part of a sex shop or would have a sex shop in it, something like that. So yeah, there's a few in there that I definitely need. A sexy mole, I definitely need one. I need a sexy mole. And a CEO, I definitely need to. So yeah, there's definitely a few in there that I'm like, you gotta search those out. Anyway, I have some watermelon, which will also hopefully hydrate me, keep me cool, and give me a sweet treat. I might have another slice after that because I love watermelon. I really am happy that I carried a whole watermelon, giant watermelon home with me because this has just been great. And I'm going to drink this. And then I'm going to watch some Mignon because I finally managed to buy, when they re-released it, all of the episodes so I can watch the whole thing all the way through. And I also got Hyperventilation as well. And then I would have at least done something of everything except for watching a live action. So I could maybe go to bed and watch a live action on my phone. I could watch this on my phone, but I actually want to sit and watch it in a big screen, but unfortunately my TV just, it won't cast to it for whatever reason. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this, maybe switch the lights off and have just the twinkle lights on because it'd be cute that way. So yeah, that's my plan for just now. I will check in with you tomorrow, I think, unless I definitely have something to say about Mignon and Hyperventilation. So yeah, I haven't actually watched it all the way through, so I've just seen lots of clips. Lots of clips. And yeah, if you see this Bueno, I have so many sweet treats. I just don't feel like the need to eat a sweet treat. I'm thirsty. I think I'm just thirsty. Maybe I should just have some water. Should have some water. Okay, I'm gonna watch this now. So good morning. It's the next day. I've got the kettle on because I need a coffee. I also probably need a glass of water first. I should probably do that. This is what I'm gonna put as the favorite thing that I've read, or my favorite 2025 release. Mainly because I think it's the only one I've read. Well, it's the only physical one I've read. I've read some digital releases that are now physical. I need to get the physical of, but I've read them digitally. But I think this is the only one. I think. I've got some ones here, and I've got some here. These are 2025 releases. And then I've got just these two, I think, from Tokyo Pop. And then all of these Sublime ones that I haven't read yet, even though they're kind of actually on my TBR. So I'm going to have to get a little display or something, or decide how I'm going to do the photo. Yeah, I didn't realise, I don't actually buy that many things that come out when they come out. I generally have a tendency to just get them when I can get them cheap. So I think this is a nice enough spread. I've just focused in on these, mainly because volume 2 came out physically. Volume 1, I read and then very quickly got this one, so I was just like, I'm gonna read it. And then everything else is, yeah, 2025 releases that I have not actually read yet, which is kind of crazy because generally it's the 2025 releases that I read like straight away. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that. I at least want to maintain that stat for the end of the year. Which reminds me, I still have some editing to do. I did a really bad job this year. This year's been quite bad for getting things done and videos and stuff like that. Just life's been too much, and I just want to sit and read. So yeah, I'll have to tidy all this up now and go have my cup of coffee. So I've had my breakfast. I had scrambled egg and toast, which was great. And I now have a cup of coffee, which doesn't seem to be, it's like instant, so, but it's supposed to be, it's just not mixing well. And my little sweet treat, because I feel like I need to up what I'm eating today, because I am going to be going to work later on in the afternoon. The wind is winding in it, because we are in the middle of a storm, and even though we've got gorgeous sunshine, I mean, it's actually quite sunny out in my garden, which needs a little bit of a prune. Blue skies as well. Like, a lot of the rain's already gone. We're going to get a lot more rain later on, so by the time I'm going to work, this is going to be chucking it down. I was going to do my hair this morning, like wash and dry and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, nah, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to get wet on the way to work. I'm going to get wet on the way home. So I may as well come home and have like a nice bath or shower and wash my hair. Anyway, let's talk about the two animated BL that I specifically wanted to watch during this readathon, because I had purchased them previously when they were up on Vimeo. I didn't get round to purchasing them all, and so I was like, oh, I can't. And then they got taken down. But if you already own them, I guess you must have had access. So I took up the opportunity, what was it, a month and a half ago, something like that, and got all of the episodes of Mignon and all of the episodes of Hyperventilation, so that I could actually watch it in full. And the Hyperventilation one had a couple of extras as well. So I was very happy with that and watched them all. I really like Mignon. The soundtrack is just fantastic, but also the color scheme and the way that the world is designed. It's just giving 80s, late 80s into the early 90s, you know, like animation. It's the vibe. It's the vibe, and I'm loving it. The soundtrack is really good as well. How do we listen? And the kind of, in a way, when I was talking about therapy game, how they're so sensual, Mignon's final episodes was very much like, should I be here? I feel like I'm intruding. This is the intimacy. It's a level of intimacy that is it's like, this is just for them, and I don't really need to be there. And that was spicy. So yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. And but the scene that really really gets me is the when he turns, and the white to the black. It's just such a great animation, that moment, that the eyes and the hair, just, oh, love that. And it's clear that the creators are in love with Mignon. They really, really love him as a character, as a visual. He's just such a sweetheart as well. Bless him. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then I watched Hyperventilation, and I've seen bits of it, most of it, but not all of it. And I really do enjoy it. I have read this before, so I decided at the end, when I was going up to bed, I was like, well, you've got this to read. And I was like, you know what? Just take this up with you. So I did end up just reading this. And it's interesting because there's scenes, like, for example, that one there. And I just looked. There are scenes where, like, the animated show kind of cuts out here, but then they've included these two scenes. And then there's another scene when they're here. Oh, it's spicy, guys. It's a bit spicy. Like, I don't remember that in the actual animated show. So yeah, they're very short. They're 4 or 5 minutes long. Even in Hyperventilation, it's like 2 or 3. But yeah, very, very nice. Well done. The creators, everyone who worked on them, they're beautiful, and I look forward to more, for sure. It's the soundtrack, the sound editing, the visuals, the storytelling, the artwork. It is art. It feels like it's art, and I really like that, because it's BL, but it's BL taken so seriously. and with care and love, and I really like that. I appreciate that. So yeah, I I did read this, and even though it's a reread, I feel like I should see if I can find something. Was there a sexy mole? Confession, yeah. Time jump, yeah. Time jump, definitely time jumps in this. Sweat drop, yeah, sweat. I didn't see condoms in lube. CEO, no. Glasses character, rice. ABO, spin-off, mask. Gay panic? Yeah, there was a bit of gay panic. Brand name. Sex shop. Towel. I feel like maybe time jump should be, maybe it should be time jump because it's all over the place. This one is especially jumpy of time. So it's like a really good example actually, because you go back and forth. Certain things in a moment will click a memory of the past, and then suddenly you're in that memory of the past, and then it bounces back and forth quite a lot. So yeah, I would probably put this down as time jump. It's pretty good actually. So yeah, I will continue now with Hirano and Kagiura because it's been in my collection for a while now and I haven't read it. So I'm gonna get this one done today, and also upload my vlog, my first vlog, and see how much I can get done of that too. So the weather's picked up a lot. It is now chucking it down. It's very windy, and I am not sure about going to work is going to be terrible. Although one of my work colleagues just was like, "Hey, I'll come and pick you up on the way," which will be good if that happens. I was actually on the phone to my sister briefly. She was updating me on something. When the postman was dropping off another package. So we'll see if I can get this open. I don't think that helped opening it at all. Wow, there's so much. Is there a way to, can I get it? Maybe I can just get it here. And then this I will have to cut. Let's see, what have I got? First things first is Happy Crappy Life. This is volume 1, which is good because I have volume 2 and volume 3, but I do not have a volume 1. And this is in excellent condition, and it is a Kuma, so of course they've got the lovely, wow, the yellow goes right through. So yeah, this is 2023, so it's not too long ago. Really good quality paper, great quality ink. Really, really good. So I'm very, very happy. Excellent condition. I think this was around £7 something, which is pretty good for one of these. It was secondhand, but I could probably get them for around that on Sci-Fire if I was doing a big Sci-Fire order. That's generally when I pick up things like that. What else have I got? What else did I get? Oh, there we go. It's in not too bad condition either. This is Keiyaku Volume 3, which means there's a little bit of a bend here, which means I can now read volumes 1 through to volume 5. And this is 2024. So this is 2024. So there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then the last one I don't think is a manga at all. It's this one. There we go. Gwen and Art Are Not in Love. Oh my god, it's chunky. This is definitely secondhand. As you can see, there's a bit of marking. It looks bluer on the screen. It's kind of a lighter bluer green on here. I don't know what the X means. So yeah, a bit of a dinking here and there. But this was like £3 or £4, something like that. What's this say? Is it ex-library? Derbyshire County Council. It is. I didn't know it was ex-library. Does it have a thing? Yes, it does. Oh. Is there damage? Is there damage? They must have had something blue or something. Well, they did quite well. So, yeah. I mean,
I kind of was interested. Oh wow, it's got a lot of damage inside. It's not very... No idea what that is. Someone spilt something on. Let's see. Yeah. Don't know. Coffee? I think coffee. That looks like coffee, maybe. Yeah. Cup of tea or a coffee. Something like that. Yeah, and there was definitely something here. So yeah, ex-library, did not know that, but never mind. But yeah, it was like £3 something. I kind of wanted to read it when it first came out, and then some people gave it really great reviews at the time, and then since then, I'm not too sure. So yeah, it was just one I was interested in as a sort of historical LGBT type thing. Plus, it's like Scroucher, and I have one thing that I haven't read, Alex Croucher, Reputation, that's it. So yeah, this is what I got today. Pretty good, because this helps me to read 3 volumes, and this helps me to read 5 volumes, and this just will go on my shelf. And I'm going to continue reading. I might have to get my dinner and stuff all sorted. But yeah, I'm going to continue reading. So I have finished Hirano and Kageura Volume 4. So that means I'm up to date. Although I do think we will get a Volume 5 at some point, because the author talks about it at the back. Oh, I'm so tired. Both my colleagues, my work colleagues, have been phoning me like, hey, do you want a lift? Do you want a lift? They're so cute. They're teenage boys. they're teenage boys, but like, hey, old lady, do you need looking after? I kind of feel like that's cute. They're so sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna get picked up a little bit later, so it does give me a little bit extra time, but I probably won't get much read. I do need to get ready for work and get my dinner and stuff all sorted, because that's usually what I take. Now, Meta BL, there is Fudanshi, there is Sasaki Miyano in this, so there is a sexy mo because Miyano is in there. I think the confession already happened. Time jump. I feel like there's a little bit of like back in time stuff, so there's there. Sweat drops for sure. Nope, not really. Rice, there was Rice. And this is what I'm reading it for, the spin-off couple, because this is the spin-off couple. So 100% this is what's going to get ticked off. Was there a mask? There was a mask. Someone was wearing a face mask, like if they got cold or something. Genkan, yes, for the rooms, so in the dorms. So there was a Genkan. Chibis, yes. Gay panic, yeah. Yes. I think Hirano is starting to have more gay panic. I don't remember tail. Brand name I didn't remember. Oh, wait a minute. Right at the beginning? Was there? Nope. Never mind. No brand names, no sex shops. Towels? Oh, there might have been a towel. But I'm not reading it for the towel, so does it even matter? Damn it. I kind of feel like there should be. Like when he... Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's a towel. There's a towel. Great. There was belts, not necessarily obies, but there were belts, and green flag top. Well, if he is the top, then he is super green flag. He's always very much about negotiating the relationship and making sure that he's not making Hirano feel discomforted in any way. Kageura is very much aware of the atmosphere and the dynamic of the relationship, which is really good. It is still below on a hoolie. That's me. I'm gonna sort all this and the social media stuff when I get home tonight. That's a job for later me. So yeah, I better go get ready and get all my stuff organized and get all my food and things. So I'm gonna go get dressed now. So good morning. It is the next day. So this is day 5.
but the morning of day 5. So if I'm gonna do a vlog every 2 days, this is the point where I'm gonna stop. I am having the donut that I bought and coffee. And before I move on to the last read that would be of this vlog, if this vlog is 2 days long, we shall see. I think it should be. I'll just do that. This is something I totally forgot in Hiranon Kageura. And this is what I'm actually after. This is 100%. So if I read another spin-off couple, then this will be my brand name. I totally forgot. This is a chocolate brand. I totally recognized it instantly. It's Godiva. Godiva in Japan is a really popular high-end chocolate brand. It's kind of like not top tier, but like one step down from top tier. They have their own shops. They do like food there. They do like hot chocolate. They do pancakes and chocolate sauce. They do ice cream sundaes and stuff. They do fancy versions that are kind of pricey, but they also are just a chocolate shop where they sell chocolate bars, which you can also buy in normal shops too, but they are on the pricey range, but they're not like the absolute top tier. Because I remember giving chocolates for Valentine's, because that's what you do. You give giri choco and you give tomo choco, and I never gave homemade choco. just chocolate to all my work colleagues. And I the first year I bought ones for specific people because I didn't know a lot of the staff members, so I didn't want to give everyone chocolate because I thought that would be imposing myself on them, which was right. By the second year it was like I can give giri choco to everyone. But the first year I was giving chocolate to everyone in the English department and the management who'd helped me and the people in the office who'd helped me. And I specifically bought a type of chocolate. I had no idea what it was, but the packaging was lovely. It was like white with different kind of flowers on it. And I was just like, oh, that's dead cute. And it's a good price. For me, what I thought was a good price. Like 500 yen's actually kind of pricey for a chocolate bar to give someone. It's like £5 for a bar of chocolate. And yeah, thinking back on it now, that is kind of pricey. But it was from Hokkaido, and it was like fancy Hokkaido chocolate, which is, like good because that's where the milk's from, so the cream is better and yada yada yada. Anyway, it's also where Shiroi Koibito is, the chocolate factory, which I've been to a couple of times. It's so good. And yeah, I gave that to certain people and they were like, oh my god, this is like super fancy. And I felt really bad about it afterwards because I once again, done something like, even though I was trying not to create a faux pas, a social faux pas, I still ended up creating a social faux pas, which was to gift someone something that was beyond the expectation. So I didn't hit it in the right range because I was just like, oh, they look cute. Yeah, they're a bit pricey, but it's fine because I wasn't spending my money on anything. So I had plenty of money to spend because I was working so much. And then that's why the for White Day I got really lovely gifts back, and I was like, I am so sorry I put you all out. I didn't realise. And so the next year I was very much like, Kit Kats everyone, Kit Kats. But Godiva would definitely not be in that price range. If I was to give Godiva, it would have been like for someone doing something really seriously helpful during the year. But yeah, Godiva is the brand name, but in a different way, and that's perfect. And this is exactly the perfect example of a brand name. So maybe I should read Sasaki and Miyano just to make sure that I'm getting something else, because maybe there'll be a brand name in there. And I know they'll have lots of things like Sexy Mole and stuff like that in that too, which I do need to get. But I didn't actually read that. I only thought about this morning when I was looking at this. I was like, oh yeah, so I need to add that in. I said I was going to do all the social media stuff last night when I got home. I did not. I instead made myself something warm to eat because I did get dropped off, so it was a bit earlier, and I was so exhausted, so tired. I just ended up eating and then watching a YouTube video and going to bed. But before I went to bed, I did decide to pick up this one. So I took this to bed with me and I finished reading this. So let's quickly go through some of the prompts and then I can move on to the next one. I don't think this is Meta BL. I don't think there was a sexy mole. There was a confession. There was a time jump because it involved memory. Sweat drop? I don't even remember a sweat drop. Would that be classed as a sweat drop? Huh. I'd have to... Yes, there we go. There's some sweat. Sweat! Anatomical substitution, no. Condoms and lube, no. CEO, no. And I kind of thought maybe this would be because they're businessy. I can't remember because I did read this digitally. But yeah, I need to find a CEO. Glasses character, no. Rice. Well, they made dinner. He made, what did he make? He made dinner for him. He was like, yeah, there you go. I knew there was rice. Rice! And, ABO. No. The thing is, even though this is an Amigaverse, there was a named Amiga and a named Alpha, but there was not a named Beta that was a specifically, I'm a Beta and this is my name kind of moment. And that was the point of this. This was the point. Because this does not count, even though it's Amigaverse. I don't have a Beta with a name. There was work colleagues who had names, but I don't know what their secondary gender is. So, yeah. No, can't use that. Spin-off couple, no. Mask, no. Fate, no. Searching for porn, no. Fireworks, no. Genkan, yes. Chibis, yes. And I want to show you their chibis. This is a completely different style of chibi, and I actually kind of like it. I like that there's such a variety of chibi styles. This one with the eyes like this and the cheeks out really far, it's kind of cute. I actually kind of liked it. It's probably not to everyone's taste, but I kind of enjoyed the complete juxtaposition between the normal and the over-the-top chibi. I quite like that. Gay Panic, no. Tail, no. Brand name, also no. Sex shop towel, no, I don't think so. OB belts, no, I don't think so. Maybe I saw one. Maybe in their suits. But then, oh yeah, here we go. There's a belt. And a green flag top? No, I don't think he's that green flag. Like, he's really sweet and lovely, but he also was slightly calculating in terms of how he went about trying to win back his mate, who he'd only been mates with a few days. So yeah, what am I going to go with this one for? I don't know. I'll have to decide because, like I said, I didn't do the stuff yesterday, so I'm going to have to do that today on the computer so that I know what I'm going to put this down as. And there are things I definitely need to get, and the first one I think is ABO, so that's probably what I'm going to focus on next. So that'll be in the next video. So I'll do a quick intro straight after this, but this is my my second vlog, which is day 3 and 4, because today is day 5. Yes, I'm trying to do the right math. Yes, today is day 5. So yes, thank you for watching this video. It's a little bit all over the place, but then so was my first one, and hopefully it's not too long, or at least not as long as my first one. Yeah, and I've not read anywhere near as much. What have I read? I've read this one and this and hyperventilation and these two as well, I think. So that's not too bad actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I got 5 in the first video too. That's not too bad. If I do 5 every 2 days, that's not too bad. Still don't think I'll manage to get everything on the board though. Not with 1 volume per thing, especially because that was an omnibus. That's 2 volumes. So technically, that was quite a lot then. And I will have to do my little photo as well so I can do my thumbnail. But yeah, thank you for watching this silly vlog of my 801 readathon, hashtag 801 reads. If you are taking part, I hope you're enjoying it. And if you're not, well, I hope you're enjoying this vlog because you've obviously watched it to the end. Thank you so much for doing so. But yeah, let me know how you're getting on with your 801 readathon. This will probably go up, if I can get it edited, it'll go up tomorrow. So yeah, let me know how you're enjoying the week so far. And what licenses are you most excited about? I have to say the Seven Seas one, they were pretty exciting. I wasn't as excited with the Sublime ones, but you know, I'm sure they'll be good when I get them. I'm not so good at keeping up to date with them. And that was the thing, I do need to keep up to date with 2025 releases. That was what was so interesting about Day 4's prompt, is people putting on their favourite 2025 release. And I'm very behind on that, which is why I should probably read an ABO that is from 2025. So yeah, that's what to look forward to in vlog number 3, which will be day 5 and day 6. Fingers crossed. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.